Hey YouTube, this is Stampede VXL, and this is the first video in probably going to be maybe 5 videos in my video log for my T4. And it's basically going to be like what parts I broke, what parts I upgraded, what parts you should do, what parts you should put on this car, some tips about this car, what took out, stuff like that. So this is going to be the first video, and as you can see, I did break a couple of parts. And I bought this car with knowing that it's not going to be the strongest car in the world. And to me that's okay, because I like to wrench on my cars, I like to upgrade parts. I'm not going to say that's one reason I didn't get an 8 scale, because that's not the reason why really. It's because I can't really afford one, because I am 13, so yeah. But yeah, that's why I don't like 8. That's one reason I don't like 8 scales. They're really strong cars, like Savages and stuff. But yeah, I like to have some aftermarket availability, and I knew I was gonna have it with this car, and that's one reason I bought it. And yeah, as you can see, this car is pretty much not thrashed, but not in the best condition it's ever seen. But after the 5th run, I did break my first couple of parts. And first of all, I want to say that this is a very good car. It does handle amazingly. I don't want to really sound kind of cheesy, but it's not a really weak car. It's just not as strong as other cars. And what I mean by that is, like, my first run, I probably went into 3 head-on collisions, face on full speed, into solid walls, like fences and stuff, or in trash cans. So yeah, that's how I'm on the first run. And then yeah, probably maybe 3 head-on collisions each run. And then after the 5th run, so that's about 15 head-on collisions, and a bunch of times where the wheel hits maybe something like a tree bark or the wheel of a trash can. When I'm trying to avoid crashing into something, the wheel might get caught and it'll spin out, but not the whole car. It's on a head-on collision. But yeah, so I mean, the car is pretty durable. It's not the strongest car, but it is really durable. And yeah, let's just get into what parts I broke. I broke the front bulkhead. I ripped the threads out of the front bumper, or whatever it is. It's not even a bumper. I bent this turnbuckle, but I bent it back, and I lost this thumb screw for the battery plate. So you guys might have already realized that there's no arms. I just took those off because I'm gonna save them in case I decide to upgrade this car so much that I might have to purchase $50 in parts to build a whole other car. And that's exactly what I did with my Stampede. I just built a Wrestler. So yeah, I will be upgrading the fronts to RPM. I will be getting the RPM bumper, aluminum hinge pin brace. Oh yeah, and I kind of cracked that hinge pin brace. And RPM rear arms, and I mean, I think and also obviously turnbuckles, because these turnbuckles pretty much suck. But I mean, I think after that it's gonna be a really solid car. I might put Teflon bearings in the transmission. The shocks for me are fine. I'm not gonna be the serious racer, and I don't really feel like paying $100 for some shocks, the factory team ones. But yeah, I think parts durability, those are really all I think it really need. I mean, and then small stuff like the servo saver spring or stuff like that. I did make a list. Let me get it. I will be putting the Lunsford ball studs, the factory team axle pins. I was told not to go with the carbon factory team because I heard it's really brittle. And the steering hubs and the caster blocks and the rear sway bar, that's one thing that I really want to get. And also the milled motor plate and the gold shock shafts and the heavy duty servo saver spring. But yeah, I mean, that's all I really plan on upgrading. It's probably going to be less than $100 worth of upgrading for parts wise. And then also I will be doing something with my brushless setup. I might be getting a higher kV reading motor, the exact same motor, just a higher kV. Or I might just be going with a Sidewinder. I don't know if I want to go with a Sidewinder 46 or 5700, but one of those. And yeah, I hope this entertained you. I don't really think it'll help you, but probably on Friday, I will be getting the new parts for this and my Stampede, and you will definitely see a running video of both these cars and a review of the Onyx. Alright, so I'll see you guys later.